little by little, I started buying like used gear. Um, I start off with CD players, the tabletops, and then I had like a little small. I want to say it was a Gemini mixer, like a two-channel Gemini mixer, and then pretty much start off just like that. And the reason I got into it is just because of the love of music. It really wasn't for the money. That just came on later on as I got older and I started doing more events, and then it kind of grew up to where I am now.
Nice, man. Yeah, that's crazy. I had a Gemini mixer as well, man. When I first started, I think it was like this 4 channel. It was
Oh
used
hell yeah!
as well. I think I got it for like maybe like $89 or something like that.
Yeah, all my stuff was used in the beginning. I was all used
Same
gear,
thing, man.
man. I had like these stereo speakers, the ones you use for like a home theater system. It
Okay.
wasn't even like DJ speakers. It was ones I didn't even have an amp, but I had to use a receiver for it, like
Oh
an
wow.
actual stereo. Yeah, and I used to use those to go to the bar and stuff like that.
So all right. So
Um,
speaking about that with the used gear, the stereo speakers, I'm pretty sure the sound was quite interesting. Tell me about the first gig that you used those stereo speakers. Like, how did it go? Tell me everything about it, if you can
First gig.
remember.
Let me see. um, I was like 15, so it had to be around 2005. And actually, the bar I was DJing at, it was actually pretty small to begin with. So the speakers actually did pretty well. It wasn't too bad, but eventually, I was like blowing the drivers on them. So I constantly like every like 3 4 weeks I had to go get new drivers
Wow.
and like fix the drivers eventually because I didn't know how to do the volume. I didn't know how like the levels worked. I didn't know how you could blow your speakers or how you bring down the music. At that time, all I wanted was like especially the owners would be like, oh, just bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. That's the way
No.
they bring up the volume, bring up the volume, and then I would just bring it up, not knowing I was messing up the speakers. Eventually,
Goddamn.
you learn that eventually, but nobody tells you that stuff. And of course, when you go to like the stores and stuff like that to get the drivers or speakers, they only tell you because they know if you're gonna blow it again, you're gonna come back and buy more. So you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like they really didn't like taught me how to do it. I just eventually I got the hang of it. But it did pretty good. I want to say it did pretty good because it was a small bar. I want to say if it was like 30, 40 people in there, it probably looked like it was packed. So at that point, I wasn't too bad.
If you're enjoying the content you're watching right now and you want to learn how to level up at all your events and create vibes, well, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now.